My name is Armin Jezreelian. I'm originally from New Jersey. I live in Glendale today. So my father's side was originally from Diyarbakir, which is present-day Diyarbakir in Turkey. And their family came to this country during the Armenian genocide. Unfortunately, my great-grandfather had been murdered during the genocide. And the rest of the family, my grandfather and his siblings were all orphaned and separated. And they all came over separately through Ellis Island in the early 1920s. I've heard a lot of stories from my grandfather. He passed away when I was 8 years old, but he did share some stories about what the conditions were like on the boat. A lot of people were getting sick, throwing up. It was really poor conditions, but it was a relatively rough period. Again, they had no money. Family was just, getting together here in the United States. So it was a rough period. My mother's family is from Iran. So they came over much later. My mother first came over in the early 1970s. But what happened was in the late 1970s when the Shah, when I guess he was losing his power, there was a whole uproar against him, and Ayatollah Khomeini was coming into power. My mother was getting very antsy at the time. She wanted her parents out of Iran. She wanted them here in the United States just to get out because, at the time no one knew about what the situation was going to be. And fortunately, from my understanding, is they were able to get out just in time. The train station they left from closed shortly after I left, and then once they got to Tehran, they left. After they took off from there, the airport shut down. So soon after they left, no one else was allowed to leave the country. Armenians in a diaspora, to me, it feels like it's we are one giant family, we're one giant umbrella. And whenever I travel, there's always a place, a home or a place for me to go to and visit people within each local community. So, for example, I live in Los Angeles, but let's say I wanted to go to Russia. I know there's an Armenian Cultural Center out there, lots of Armenians I can meet within the community. Or if I want to go to Australia, Buenos Aires, I was actually down there a few years ago and I was able to get together with the young professionals, Armenian Young Professionals group down there. We had a great time. There was a culture night. And it was a wonderful experience. In terms of diaspora, I feel like it's one giant family, like umbrella. That's it's always going to be welcoming to anywhere in the world that I want to go visit.